Alright, what's up money gang? I hope you are doing well and ready to learn a thing or two about how you can make money when you're on Bolt, Uber, Lyft, or whatever e-hailing platform available in your country. I don't know if you've ever been on a Bolt and asked yourself, how do these guys actually make money? Are they even profitable? Some of them are renting their cars, so how are they making money? That's number one. Number two is, how are the owners making money, the ones that are renting out the cars to the drivers? So I'm going to be covering that in this video, and you will see how you can profit in the e-hailing business, whether you're a driver or you are one owning the fleet. Okay, bear with me. So let's say we're talking about credit. I hope you can see this because I don't have the editing time. I just came back from work. You can see I think my shirt is a little bit wrinkled because I've been wearing it the whole day. But we're starting with credit. Why is credit important? Remember when we spoke in, I think 3 or 4 videos ago, I mentioned to you that there are good ways in which you can use credit. So now you can use this credit to buy vehicles that you can generate money with even when you are not working. Let me explain this a little bit. This is the owner's side. You don't need to buy a brand new vehicle. You can buy a second-hand vehicle around the prices of starting from 120k to 160k. Anything above that, you know you're wasting your money for this type of business, because remember, cars are liabilities and they are not assets in the general definition, but it will be an asset in a way because it's bringing you money. I hope you understand that, but if you don't understand, just tell me and then I'll explain to you more in the comment section. Okay, so let's look at this. So 120 to 160k, it might seem like a lot of money, but remember, we don't want to use our own money. We want to use credit to buy these cars. If you're using credit to buy, let's say a Kia Rio, a Toyota Corolla, a Suzuki, you're looking to pay back about 2,000 to 2,500 rands a month. That is between 2,000 to 2,500 rands a month, depending on what you've got here. And that is not a lot of money depending on what you're going to be getting from the drivers. Okay, this is still the owner side. I'll get to the driving side in just a second. So 2,000 to 2,500 a month installments, you paying that back. So how much will you be getting from the driver to add on to this? So you will be getting 2,500 a week from the driver times 4, which will be about 10,000 rands a month. And this is the market price. Some drivers want to give you 2,000 rands, but you can negotiate the price. But the market price is 2,500 times 4 weeks. Now, depending on you and the driver and how lenient you are to the driver, to some of my drivers that I had when I had a fleet, I would say they should give 2,000 a month. This is because that you want drivers to be loyal to you. And if they're loyal to you, they'll stay, they'll look after the car, and you'll be able to make more profits when it comes to that. So now, in this 10,000 rand a month, there are some things that you need to take into consideration. What are we taking into consideration? Insurance. When you have insurance as an e-hailing vehicle, you have to pay business insurance. So now with business insurance, it averages, depending on how many cars you have, you can pay up to, let's say, 1,800. I'll put a link to a good insurance company that is tailored for e-hailing vehicles down below in the description. So please check that out, and they'll be able to give you a better deal. Or you can just shoot me a text if I've forgotten to do that via on Twitter at Tamani Main, or you can just shoot it in the comments. I always look at the comment sections. So just check that out for now. So we know that if 2,500 maximum is going back to the car and 1,800 is going back to the insurance as well, then you have to minus that out from the 10,000. And then you want to also keep every month about, let's say, 300, because in every 15,000 kilometers you have to service your car. So let's put that into consideration as well. And let's say your take home from owning this vehicle would be 5,000 rands. 5,000 rands, that's your take home. So you bought this car, the guy is driving for you, meaning that you will not be doing anything in regards to the cars for you to make money. So the guy is driving for you, they're paying you 2,500 a week. That's in 1 week you paid off the installment, and then you have another 1,800 for your insurance. Whatever is left, I just summed it off to 5,000, but whatever is left will be your take home. Now you can use this to buy, like what I had, 2 vehicles or 3 vehicles in the platform, and one car can be paying for the installments and the insurances and money for servicing for all the other vehicles, and then you'll be taking home profits for 2 cars, from 2 cars. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll give you an example of a lady that I knew from Cape Town. Her name is Linda, and she had 10 vehicles in the platform. And within those 10 vehicles, they were driving for Uber, those drivers, and they were giving her 2,500 each. So a month she was getting 100,000 from these vehicles, obviously paying back installments and doing the servicing. And if you round that off, using the example that I gave you, she could be taking home 50,000 plus a month without even doing anything by just owning the vehicles. Okay, that's the owner's side of things. Now, how do you make money as a driver? So let's say you have your own vehicle. Let's say you're not a driver, someone who's renting out a car. All the profits will be coming to you. All you have to take into consideration will be the petrol, the data, and the servicing of the car. But if you are renting out the vehicle, you do not need to worry about the servicing, because that is under the owner's responsibilities to service the vehicle. All you have to do is look after the car and have the petrol and the data money, because you'll be using the app to use for your daily operations. I hope that makes sense. So as a driver, your fees will be 2,500 going to the owner every week. So you might think, dang, that is a lot of money. But I'm going to put in the description below a link to how much drivers actually make every day and for the whole week whilst driving for e-hailing companies, whether it's Uber, Bolt, or Lyft, or any other company that you know. I'll put down the link in the description, and you will be surprised on how much they make. So just to give you an example, an average driver makes about 1,000 rands a day. 1,000 rands a day. That's an average driver. It all depends on how much you work and the areas that you're working in. And obviously, when you are in that platform, you will be studying out the game. Where are the hot areas? Where are the places that you should work? And you can make money out of that. So just looking into that, 1,000 rands a day, that's times 7. Okay, so some people might say, now 1,000 rand a day is not guaranteed. Yes, it cannot be guaranteed, but you sure enough that you will be able to make 2,500 guaranteed every week for the owner. Now you might say, oh, but the owner's eating, what about me? That means when you're done paying the owner off, every single thing that you're making after that will be your profits. For some of my drivers, when that I had in the platform, would say that for the first 4 days, or 3 to 4 days, from Monday to Wednesday or Monday to Thursday, they'll be working for the owner. So let's say for those days you want to just have a goal of 2,500 that you want to make, whether it's 500, 500, 500, or 400, 400, 400, 400, you just want to get to that 2,500, right? So now, after that Thursday, you will be focusing on making money for who? Yourself. That's the main thing that you're doing after that. So all the other profits from, let's say Thursday till Sunday will be yours. And guess what? Those are the busiest days as well. So you're looking at making about 3, 4, 5,000, depending on how you push. Let's be realistic. Depending on how you push. There are drivers that make way much more money in a month. But depending on how much you push and how much you work, you can make more money as well. And remember, if you are someone that's renting a car, the money gang always eats. You don't want to be renting your car forever. You want to make sure that you rent that vehicle with the goal that you want to be a owner one day. Because once you become an owner and start having your own fleet, you can start making more profits. Remember, this is not financial advice, but I'm giving you my lived experiences on ways on which you can make money as well. All right, if you have any questions, just shoot them in the comment section. Yeah. So as a driver as well, you have to know that there are some required documents that you need to have to drive for these platforms. That is your driver's license, obviously, but you also need to have something they call a PDP, a professional driving permit. You can apply with these at any traffic office and you can get one which will allow you to operate because I think the e-hailing cars fall under the taxi platform or something like that. And then that's all you need as a driver, a PDP. If you're an owner, you need to have the insurance first of all, and that insurance included in this price is the 5 million passenger liability insurance that you have here. So you need to make sure that you have that insurance, but it's included in this price. And if you want a link to that insurance, I can give it to you. The reason why it's 1,800 is because it's business insurance. Once again, it's not personal insurance, which is why this price is up. And if the more cars you have, you can settle a deal with your insurance company and they can give you better premiums than the one that I've just given you just now. Okay, so it's your insurance, and your vehicle needs to have a double disc because all other personal vehicles just have one disc, but it's a double disc. The second disc is an operator's disc, which every taxi vehicle has, which is why you fall under the taxi vehicle category. So this is another way of making money. I want to introduce you to many ways where you can make money for yourself and make sure that you can grow and build into other businesses. Now imagine that lady visiting Linda for a second with 10 vehicles in the platform and 50,000 rands just coming without you doing anything. You just need to keep track of your drivers, who pays and what they do. The insurance is very important because if anything happens to those cars, you don't need to stress about that. A lot of people, because the cars are on the road for a long time, a lot of people might be worried, but you don't need to be worried because the insurance will cover that. If it's in an accident, they will cover that, and you don't need to stress about that because the other vehicles, you remember, you still have more money in there, so the other vehicles will be able to pay for your installments as well. Think about this. If you have any thoughts, if you have any comments or things that you'd like to share, please put them down. Money Gang, you know what we're doing. We're just getting the bag, and I'm going to be updating you on many other things. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment, share it with some people that you know, and make sure that you join as well. Right next to the subscription, there's a join section that you can join for exclusive premium things where we can even talk one-on-one, get access to other videos that we have here. All right, get the bag.